He's ready to go. All right, hit up the stream intro then. Hello, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to my talk show, Late Night with Rebel. With your host, Alvin Rebel, back at it again. Again, this is episode 299, one away from the legendary 300. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day and a wonderful time here watching this interview. Of course, in a moment here, we'll have our guests come out. But just a quick reminder, if you have any questions, if you're someone in the Twitch chat or in YouTube or whatever, essentially, if you type in my Twitch chat, questions, it'll send you a Google document link. You can type your name and then your questions. So in about an hour, we'll get through your questions and all that jazz. If you're ever curious who I'm interviewing tonight, you can always put guests into the chat, and it links directly towards Sneeze's Twitch channel and all that jazz. But anyway, without further ado, let's introduce our guest coming from behind the curtains, Sneeze. Welcome.
Hi. What?
Hi. Welcome. The legendary Femboy Prime here.
Just trying to find my seat real quick.
Oh, of course. Well, welcome. Sorry for the technical difficulties earlier, but we're Gucci.
It's all good. What?
You excited for today? Lots of big things are happening.
Yeah, very much so. I'm a bit nervous, not gonna lie.
Okay. Okay, well, we'll start with some easy questions, We'll get right into it, I've always wanted to know, like, how did you come up with the name Sneeze, specifically with a 5? Like, what's the story behind that?
So with Sneeze itself, it's really dumb, because it was a period where memes about, like, it just cropped out porn, but, like, they're doing the
Oh, really?
eagle face, and it's like, oh no, they're just sneezing, lol. And
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, I just found that kind of funny with, like, the group of people that I was with, and, like, in Discord, so I kept, like, switching to those profile pictures, and I'm like, just renamed my name Sneeze for a little bit, and
Okay.
then I made a Twitch account, like, way back, and I didn't want to, like, back in the day, it was, like, more like, I don't know, like, Omega Annihilator, XXX, like, gamer tag shit back then. What?
Okay.
And I was like, no, I don't wanna, like, do that, so yeah, I just gotta be Sneeze, but, the 5 is because Sneeze is a really common, word, so it wasn't available, so it's 5. That's pretty much it.
You never know. Maybe one of these days you'll get it. You'll snatch it up. You get partnered. You talk to some big manager and be like, "Yo, I need this name."
Maybe, I don't know. I kind of like it that way.
Okay.
It doesn't really matter.
Well, I mean, for me, I'll never get the name Rebel. Like, jeez, that shit's like permabanned.
True.
Sucks. Somebody was a naughty boy, or they just banned it forever and saving it. Unless I'm like XQC level fame, maybe they'll give it to me.
I guess so, yeah.
It's the same on Twitter. I mean, some person has like Rebel, like, and they have like they have like no followers, just like some random university student, like some random person, and I'm like, come on, man. I can't even DM them. I was gonna DM them, like, I'll give you $100 for the username on Twitter, and they're like, and then I can't.
But
even
they
message
don't allow
them.
DMs.
No, I have to. You have to request to see their DMs, or see their
Yeah.
tweets, and then I requested, they denied it. Because my name's down. They're probably like, this fucking guy, dude.
It's coming for you.
I'm coming for him, yeah. Okay. Next question is, how'd you get into VR chat? And any early memories. Sorry, I was stuttering super hard there.
So, first, like, I heard about this stuff.
Yeah.
It just one day, like, I think 2017ish, it just popped in. YouTube recommended, like, one day where, like, I don't know if it was that was the first, but it was like around that time. It was definitely 2017. So I like just saw like a bunch of like compilations of like people doing dumb shit. I think one of Poke's famous like clips was it. I think. I don't know.
So like me.
Yeah, exactly, just like you. But I think I was watching a Dark Souls player who who kind of dabbled into like processing and shit.
Wait.
Maybe that's not really important.
No, I know that
they jumped on
person.
via chat once. Oh shit, you know him? Who is it?
Only Afro, the guy who made the fucking.
Yeah, there you go.
It's the guy who made the fucking Giant Dad video. Giant Dad. You know, yo, we got fucking giants, father's mask, giants armor, rings, Hanvel's ring. You know, you got rings, bitch. You know all that shit. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
I met him. I played VR chat with him like many times. Yeah. He was a femboy.
Yeah, so he played a few times, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna check it out too. At first, I wasn't really like crazy about it because I just like there was nothing for me to look for here. I just like, okay, so that's a thing. You can be in avatars, you can hang out. I was like an Earth Chan, I think, back then, because that was like the closest to like what I guess what I wanted.
Earth Chan, damn.
To look like
evolution.
Yeah, just because it's like it's a flat.
The flat earther avatar. Yeah.
Yeah. So I remember going to like one of the worlds that was really popping was like one of the it was a Miku Miku dance like world, but it wasn't like you didn't dance, but it was just like music playing, and then there was like the animations for it.
Yeah,
but like people were hanging out, and it was like it was crazy popular back then. It's like dead. It's been dead.
For like, you're talking about
yeah.
These are all references I know about. None of these frogs in the chat would understand. Okay, you're talking about Club MMD or MMD Club. It's where it's like
a
dark sort of vibe, and I think it's called like 2.6.5 now or some shit. But anyway, there's like 4 buttons, and then you press it, and then it would cause like 4 different animations, and one of them was Backstreet Boys. Another one was like Apple, and I can't remember the other 2, but. Yeah, I used to go there all the time.
And there was like people went there like, and it was nice that like people actually like hang out. That was really cool. But then I kind of dropped it, and then Chips, RP arcs with Rob and everyone kind of was like, okay, I'm gonna check this out again. I'm just gonna make friends now.
Which RP arc? I mean, that Chips has been through like 15 arcs.
I think I think it caught him when the war was going on in like season 4, I think. That's when I started paying attention.
You mean like
when the Club Rogue stuff?
Oh, that stuff. When I was a pimp.
Yeah.
Good times.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think everyone hated me there. I walk in, I was just like, "What's up, brother? Hey, man, I got all the girls, man. Shit, you want a free lap dance?" That's literally what I was like, and I remember like watching Chips and like his VOD back, and he was so pissed. Like he was in the middle of like this fucking like serious talk, and I'll walk in like waving my arm like this. What's up, brother? Yo, man, the club's fucking popping, bro. I got bitches on my dick, bro. He's just like, what the fuck? That was the comedy relief. It was a good time.
Yeah, I think I remember that like general rift between the 2 groups, because like Chip's side and like more like Curry's side and everyone, they're like oh, this is serious RP shit, and then you guys and Robin, it's like, oh, this is for fun. We're just doing this for fun.
Yeah, I chased around
So there was
Rob
like
in
always
a.
like, at least in chat, like they were really pissed every time there was like a non-serious RP segment. I'm like, whatever.
Yeah, well, they're just too serious, man. They need to, like, lighten up, man. I remember I switched into the banana hammock, the fucking Borat outfit, and I was chasing Rob around. And he was Bolgar or whatever, the elf. I was like, come on, brother, just have a fun time. And everyone's like, get this guy out of here. And I'm just, like, running around in a swimsuit. Like, full bulged out, It was a good time.
You're a precursor to modern fanboys, for real.
Well, I was a big hairy man, so I mean, that's just a middle-aged
Precursor.
man. Yeah, that was it was a good time. You don't see that shit anymore. The only time you'll probably see that is like in Rob's lobby, maybe. Every other roleplay is too serious, man. They're always like they're like deep exhale. I'm not strong enough to defeat the demons inside my head. I must train. I'm a Nephilim. And I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Lay off the stop playing fucking Devil May Cry, bro. Like, lay it off, dude. Relax.
Why are you doing Curry like that?
Whoa, I didn't say anything about Curry games, man. You know that a lot of people are like that, not just Curry. I met a lot.
Nobody popularized it.
That's also true. But yeah, when I first met Curry, he said he was going to kill me. He walked up to me, he's like, I'm gonna crush your bones into dust. And I'm like, bro, what the fuck? I was like, bro, I have dancers. He's like, I'll kill you after I get a dance. I was like, okay, man.
Yeah, my first impression was a bit different than that, I guess.
Oh, what was your first, what was he like? Was he like, oh, damn, Sneeze, you wanna hang out? Damn, I wanna eat those booty like groceries?
I mean, yeah, pretty well.
Oh, really? Was he like, let me lick the cheek? Come on, Sneeze. I gotta get at least one lick.
Well, not like that, but it's like, yeah, it's definitely more of the booty warrior.
Well, listen, he was the African booty warrior, man. That's just how it be, man. I think it's the best when he's like that, like mid-art, like serious RP. He'd be like, wait! I see some anime ass. And then they're like, wait, what? It's just like so random. It's just like out of nowhere. He's like, wait, I smell female panties over there. And then it's like, what? That's how you break up the serious RP, man. You just talk about some coochie,
I guess so.
Okay. Do you have any other early memories from VR chat?
That's like prominent ones. I mean, I just spent like most of my days in public looking for friends. Like that's pretty much it. Like, because it was like my mission to like make like X amount of friends a day. That's how I like found like purpose. Yeah.
What was the goal? Like,
otherwise that would
like
be
5, 10?
I don't know. It's
1.
It's like a couple every day. Every time I log on, like I would like walk away with like a couple of new friends, and like eventually it like grew into a group and stuff.
That's fair. I don't think I ever thought like that. I just kind of just fucked around. Like if I streamed 6 to 8 hours, and this is before I had VR desktop for a month. I would spend half my time with Teamfight, which is poke, and then the other half of the time I just went to Publix, and I would just the most unhinged shit I saw. I saw like fucking. I saw like a tryhard, like the emote, inside of a UFO attacking the fucking Iron Giant. Like, what the fuck? Like, that's the type of shit I saw 5 years ago. And I was like, what is this game, dude? So, I don't know. It wasn't too hard for me to make friends. I guess I'm just social, hence why I'm a talk show host, so.
I mean, it's like, not like it was like a difficult thing. It's just like I just didn't like. I kind of had to like gamify the time I spent on here. Otherwise, I didn't really see the point. Kind of deal. I don't know. It's like weird, I guess.
No, I feel that.
Because there was like there's like no objectives, and I didn't want to just like wander around aimlessly and like get nothing done. At the end of the day. Just like sit in a corner.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Like you want to have like a goal in mind. My goal is, I would just make up like random jobs for my character Kenny K. Conan, like being a pimp or being a cop, and then just doing it like in public. It's like I'm a cop, so I just beat up people and be like, "You're under arrest for soliciting," and they're like, "What?" I'm just like, "Shut up, police brutality." You know, I'll just start beating the shit out of people for no reason. You know, or when I was a pimp, I'd be like, "Want to dance for one of my girls?" And I mean, you know, the content writes itself. You know. The classic is, you know, you go to the Great Pug and be a bartender, you know?
Yeah, bar RP is always like the basis of the fabric of VR society, I guess.
Well, I just remember like that
I
was
don't know.
just like a really like early easy thing to do. It was either that or be a club owner. So you just go to like the old Void Club and then just like be like, I own the club. Yeah, so what, you want some drinks, guys? Then you just walk around and be like, pretend to be the manager, and then like, I don't know, just, that one
Oh,
wasn't
shit, I
too
remember that.
popular.
Oh,
But,
actually, bar RP. I actually remember something. One of my first like moments. It was a really like hectic public world, and I remember seeing Sorry, and I remember like him
yeah,
turning around,
yeah.
looking at me, and then just like fucking blocking me, because he thought that I was being a spammer. I didn't like use my mic at all, like just like misfired, and that's like my first memory of Sorry ever.
Damn. You just tell
Uh,
sorry that?
I don't think I told him. It never came up.
Oh shit.
It's something that I kind of forgot.
Clip and chip it. I don't know if someone ever would, but
I mean,
good.
it doesn't matter anymore. I mean,
Yeah, it doesn't
we
matter
good.
nowadays, but that's interesting. First experience is just blocked.
Yeah.
It happens.
It happens in publics and misfires, you know.
Oh, I feel that all the time. Like, there's definitely times where I've been blocked and I'm just like, what did I do? I don't even know this person. Like, what the fuck? I'm just like, what did I
Yeah,
do?
like yeah, like getting blocked for like standing like two or 3 feet next to someone.
Yeah, like
You just see someone turning around in your direction, and it's
yeah, or I'm muted.
like just going through the whole room, and then they disappear.
There are
I'm like,
some clubs
oh,
and
okay,
events
I
I
guess
go to. I'm
block me, I
like, I'm
guess.
just muted by like this one dude, and I'm just like, whatever, man. Or like you go on Twitter, I'm like, I'm blocked by like 10 people. I'm like, I don't even know who the fuck this person is. Same on Twitch too. Like, it's weird. Like, I never told this story. It's very short, but like, I was just browsing like all these different like Twitch channels for VR chat, and I clicked some random channel. Don't even know who the fuck it is, and it says like I'm banned. I'm like, oh, what did I do?
Yeah, slow thumb for a collab. That's what you did.
Oh shit, you're right. Fuck. Yeah, it probably was that. Yeah, like 3 years ago. Fucking hell. Probably. Anyway, how'd you get started as a streamer, and anyone inspire you or motivate you to start streaming?
Uh, it's not like one thing that like in particularly made me go
Mm-hmm.
for it. It was just like a series of things that been going on. So it's like so I was like doing community stuff for a while, and that was like, you know, at it on its last leg, and it's like it was just not, you know, fun anymore at that point. And I'm like, okay, what if like instead of, you know, listening to a bunch of people and making sure they have fun, you know, at the expense of my fun, I just, you know, what if we turned it around a bit and just like try it out? What if, you know, I have other people listen to me instead, and just like
Mm.
see how that goes. So that was like one of the ideas. And obviously I've been hanging out with like Crumpet and, you know, that friend group for like a bit now. Actually, before, I think it was before I started streaming, but like one day I didn't even notice. Like one day it came around and it's like he was like, I'm like, you're acting a bit different than the last time. It's like, what's up? And it's like, oh, I think that's completely normal. But like, you know, you can tell when someone is like, someone is out there to make content as opposed to just like having a normal conversation kind of type deal. So it's like, oh, so you're into that now? Okay, that's cool. All right. And then kind of just like start hanging out again.
I get you.
Anyways, that's not really interesting, but I don't know. It's like kind of came from there. Like being like noticed and shit, and people were like, I kept noticing people asking like if I actually stream or anything, because they would like watch and stuff. So I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
at one point I'm like, okay, so I have nothing else going on in my free time right now, because I'm done with the community management stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So and otherwise I don't really have anything to do on VR chat, and might as well do it. So I just
Yeah.
announced it,
No, I
flipped
get.
on the Switch, and now we're here.
Yeah, I get you. Like, streaming doesn't always have to be for money or anything like that. It could just be purely as a way to save memories, because you can record VODs, you can save them, highlight them forever, get clips, all that jazz. Because some people who roleplay do that. They don't just do it because it's like an archive things. Or for some streamers, like for example, like if you were to do a horror map, right, in VR chat, and if you stream it, then you can look back and be like, wow, that was really scary. But obviously, if you do the map 15 times, it's not as scary. It's only scary the first time you do it, and sometimes that can be like your first experience by streaming it. So I can understand that. Or just to have fun, make content, if you want to be a sussy baka and, run around and, shake some booty or whatever, then by all means. Most people end up streaming in this game at some point, or recording.
Yeah, I feel that way.
Yeah.
Because there's like a progression path. In the end of the day, it's like.
Yeah, like if you spend so much time in this game, you might as well make content at some point.
Yeah, pretty much. Or you just quit the game and that's it. You don't look back at it.
Yeah,
I don't see like any two other ways about it.
Yeah, you either quit
like,
the game and
or
play
you go
chill out.
into content creation, as in like yeah, play chill out.
Yeah, play chill out,
Sure.
guys.
But map making is like, I think map and avatar making, I think is the other end game of it. I think it's like these two.
Oh man, I did the reverse then. See, I used to make worlds 4 years ago, and then I made a couple worlds, and then was like, I wasn't that good, so I was just like, I'll just pay someone. So I paid someone to make all this. Lol. So that's what I did. And then for avatars, I just pay someone to do all the Blender stuff. I do Unity, and then that's it. So. I don't know, I guess I'm the opposite. I guess because I wanted to focus more on being an entertainer, running events, than sitting behind a computer, working 12 hours a day, slaving away, trying to like work on an avatar or a world, and be like, this shit's broken. Because that was annoying. I did that years ago. And it wasn't profitable. I mean, like, well, this is before Patrons really were a thing for worlds. This is 4 years ago. I mean, I don't think really people did that back then. This is before even Just Be. So, like, yeah, like, it was just because I wanted to have a world. I just wanted to make Presentation Room Plus because I was just like, Presentation Room's tiny. I just want to make a big version, and then I did. And then the whole mural and the whole wall, and then everybody was like, yo, I want to be on the wall too, please. And I'm like, oh, shit.
Oh yeah, I remember that now. Yeah, I totally forgot that it was like that. Huh.
Yeah, that's probably why I stopped making worlds, because I was just like, so if I make a world, everyone wants to be inside of it, like, or be a part of it, or have a picture in the wall, and I'm like, this is not fun.
Yeah, you gotta pay for that shit.
Yeah, exactly. See, when my world's finished by pudding, they're gonna have to pay me. See, then there's a difference. That's how you get rid of the freeloaders, That's right. Anyway. So you've also been streaming on Kick. Anything you like on Kick more than Twitch, besides the obvious like money?
I mean, just the not, feeling that like. Sorry. It's definitely a bit more freeing. Just like a mental freedom in there, where it's like you don't have to worry about just unknowingly doing something instantly getting you like off the grid for like days or weeks even without anyone telling you actually what you did wrong. I mean, obviously there are probably a fringe case or two already that like, it's like, oh, they didn't tell me what I did wrong and they banned me.
Yeah.
Obviously, that happens, but I think the general vibe is that I don't have to worry so much, unlike on Twitch. I mean, even on Twitch, I've been
Yeah, I guess,
like
man.
trying to not worry about it, but it's like there's definitely that block, and also I feel like it's like I like how they actually have a human like tweet about. Well, you cannot say tweet anymore, guys. It's post. They remove tweets. But yeah, so post about it on X.
Yo, X, bro.
Like what they doing, yeah, what they doing right now, what the I never see that on from Twitch anymore. I barely saw like any kind of like actual human interactions towards like
All
outwards,
bands.
So it's like, yeah.
They don't care, man. I mean, the newest like Twitch thing they're talking about is if you ban someone from your channel, you can make it so they can never watch. Like they can't actually watch the stream. But I mean, shit, dog, just use a VPN, dog. Just log out, bro. But it's like, wow,
Yeah.
dude. Just log out, dude. Just open up a new browser.
Yeah, and yeah.
I
Well,
don't know.
but yeah, that's pretty much like why I like it right now.
No, I gotcha. I mean, on Kick, I could just be unhinged. Okay, I could just be a degenerate. Okay, listen, I showed off my latex outfit and my laundry outfit only on Kick. Can't do that shit on around here. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was too spicy. It was too powerful. It even has a bulge. That's how powerful it is.
Yeah. So yeah, that's kind of it.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay. Do you have any plans for attending IRL conventions like TwitchCon in the future, or any conventions?
Maybe if I in the future, maybe, I don't know, if I move closer.
Okay.
I guess it's not like really public knowledge, but it's not like I'm hiding it. But yeah, I'm not like NA based, so I could go
okay.
to the
Yeah, you won.
conventions, but I don't feel like it.
I gotcha.
But yeah,
Oh, one of these
maybe
days.
if I move.
If you wanted to go to an IRL convention, which one do you want to go to? Any like in general, would you want to go to like an anime expo or like a gaming one like PAX East or Gamescom in Germany? I think is the big one.
It's gonna be a really boring answer, but it's probably whichever I can actually see friends at, kind of deal. Like conventions in themselves, I don't really like find appealing. It's like cool, a bunch of well, I went to like music conventions back in the day, but it's like, yeah, it's cool, like there's some showcases and stuff that might be interesting, but it's not that. I'm not that big on that.
Oh, okay, you're not big into like buying anime figurines or posters or any of that shit.
Not like to a point where it's like a known location thing. It's like we already got that shit at home.
Okay.
Like,
I mean, you could also just cosplay yourself. You can be a femboy and walk around TwitchCon with the tidy whities out. Like shit.
Yeah, feel my attention whoring desires.
Oh hell yeah,
could,
dude.
guess,
Yeah,
but...
you could. And then everyone's Alfonso, and you can be like, "Fuck Alfonso, look at me, I'm Sneeze."
Yeah, I guess so. Maybe one day we'll get there.
Okay. Or you could always just post it to Twitter. That's the next step, or X, whatever. Yeah.
True. Yeah, that's what I was saying. We can just do that at home. So it's like.
That's true.
But yeah.
That's true. What does your avatar say about you? Can you tell us how you designed your avatar in VR chat over time?
I mean,
zoom out.
What does it say about me, guys?
Yeah, what does it say about you?
I don't know. I like way back when I like started off, I was like really fucking shit at doing this. Like, I'm not super good now either, but way back when I started like looking for stuff, so it's not just the Earth Chan, like flat chested shit. Like I knew I wanted like a male avatar, but I didn't like the whole like
E-boys.
e-boy shit.
Or
Even
the
back then, it
anime
was cringe.
protagonists where they look like they get beat up in school.
Yeah, like yeah. This is basically like the MMD conversion.
Yeah.
Like basic shit. But yeah, so I was just like looking and couldn't find anything. So like, okay, fuck it. Let's jump in on Blender. Just try to make something and like started like doing my shit. And I guess it just like kind of made sense to like form into a femboy, which was like obviously less sexualized than it is right now. I guess it's just like classic VR chat pipeline behavior. I guess it's like you just get more unhinged with your ideas and like try to push the
Yeah.
boundaries. Not everyone, but personally, that was like kind of like an exploration in that direction, especially with like getting into like VR clubs and started like with lap dancing and shit. That definitely influenced the whole like sexual aspect of it.
Okay.
But yeah, it's just like a self exploration, and it's like I don't know.
Oh,
I just
special little
I just
thing
enjoy the
for
like
me?
soft,
Ritual
more
of one
feminine
just subscribed with Twitch
vibe with
Prime.
like
Snail
a
take my
bit
money, snail
more
take my money,
spicy
snail take my money,
attire
snail
stuff.
take my money.
That's kind of
Yo, Virtual Club, thanks for the Prime for 3 months. Appreciate it, homie. So, when you had Earth Chan. So, when you had after Earth Chan, did you ever like you look at the Alfonso avatar back in the day, or was there anything else? Or like, for example, did you have the artsy avatar that was made by Carl's that had like the caution tape on it? That was a fun boy.
I never was so too crazy about that. I don't know. It just felt like the proportions were a little bit wrong on that one. But that's kind of like how I felt in general about like almost every single avatar, even though my proportions haven't been great. So it's like it's not like I have room to talk to. But for me, they just didn't feel right. But and I also never wanted to be like a established character. I never wanted to wear like an Astolfo or Felix or whatever avatar, because it's like that's that character, and I wanted to be just explore something that it's more just me, or like an extension of what I feel like, rather,
Okay. So, what else can you say? You have cat ears. Do you have a tail?
I do. I just usually don't have it on because it's like just flopping around everywhere. Hold on, let me
see, you little cat boy.
Just don't want to pull out the wrong tail. So.
Jeez, that'd be a mistake.
I have this one. Oh, maybe I shouldn't do it. Oh my god.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, wrong platform. I don't want to get you banned on your one of your last shows.
Yeah, that'd be terrible. Anyway, okay. So I'm making a joke here, but since you're a cat boy, have you ever like interacted with Catman and then you try to like beat him up, like overpower him?
I mean, bullied him a little bit, like, but everyone kind of does, so it's not like a really exclusive thing.
Okay, I gotcha.
But yeah, the usual like subby Catman.
Yeah, I gotcha. Oh, so there's nothing wrong with that. Okay. So.
Yeah, it's just
Have you attended any like events besides like running your own like dance event? Have you ever done like actual role play? Have you been to like, I don't know, a maid cafe or something? Have you like done things like that?
I actually been to like a few things, but it's mostly tag along with friends to things that I'm usually don't find the time to go to. So yeah, maid cafe, I tag along. Just normal dance events and clubs, as in like like just DJ stuff, VCAT stuff. I never really went into RP because I just don't think I am like really good at it, and I never really felt the need to just like play something else on here. I mean, like outside of like pulling out a meme character and just like play as it for like 2 seconds, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like a few lines. It's like fucking Don Cornell, just like doing a funny line for like 2 seconds, and then I swap back. It doesn't, I don't think that equates to real RP, I guess. So.
That's improv. Or you could do like, or you just go hyper into it. You get like the femboy maid outfit, and then you just be like, "Hello, master," and then it goes from
I
there.
could do that. I don't. I don't know. I feel weirdly stunted a lot of times when I'm in like sneeze, femboy.
Really.
If I swap out of it, yeah, I feel like I can like do other things better. I don't know. It's like a weird like I guess because I like identify with the avatar a bit more than anything. It's like I'm afraid of like messing up and like just afraid of messing up in this avatar because it's like more conscious about it. But like when I'm in like some random like avatar, it's fine. Like I can like do whatever.
I gotcha.
I don't know, it's weird.
It's okay. Is there anything you like changed in VR chat, like a future update or a rule that everyone has to follow?
Future update.
Yeah, anything you're like, damn, why doesn't VR chat have this yet? What the fuck?
I think them understanding that while it's like a 13 plus game, like it's mainly populated by adults, I think they should have better barriers to like separate the adults from young people in here, because I don't want to be in, like most adults don't want to be interacting with some dumbass kids on here. And just having but like more on purpose separation, like with groups, it's still on the individual running that group to take, well, not responsibility, but to make sure everything is catered to that group. If there was like a native inbuilt system that like
I get what you're trying to say. It's just
that gives a distinction between like, okay, this is where the adults go. This is where not very much so. So
it's hard to really make those types of like systems because any kid could just say, "I'm born in 1982." Lol XD. Every time I log into Steam.
But it's more about like having that distinction natively. Is like gives it a whole different vibe of a whole different attitude towards like the whole thing, because obviously when this like type of shit gets brought up, it's like the whole corner sort of it that everybody goes to is like, oh, it's a 13 plus game, even though like online interaction is never 13 plus. It's always supervision only for anyone under 18.
That's why back in the day when I was a kid and you would play Call of Duty, the game was made mature, but that was based off of the single player experience, which is like extreme gore, violence, alcohol abuse, whatever. Anyway. Yeah. And then it would always say because I think people forget, when you log on to the multiplayer, a screen would flash up and it'll always say like online experiences may change, because you can't rate an online experience. It's impossible, because I could go to a lobby and it could be literally family rated. Everyone's like, oh gosh darn it. And then I go to the next lobby, it's 18 plus, people are sucking cock, whatever. So it's really hard to rate an experience like that, And I do agree to it. Like, I can understand. Yes, I like this game to only have adults, and that's what I want to do. But I always say that you got to think of the bigger picture here. When you're a game company, right? The lower your game rating is, the more money you get. Because if your game is tailored to be adult only, then you lose sponsors, because they're like, oh, this game's adult only? Well, I'm Coca-Cola and I ain't sponsoring you, bro. That's why, like, those types of sites
Well-
only have specific sponsors because that's all they can get.
Well, yeah, but like having that distinction up in the air instead of like out in the open instead of just pretending like it's not so would I think would be more healthy for the community in general instead of just like because I don't know, this is not like the one thing I would change. This is like one of the topics that it's like always like resurfaces, so it's definitely something that like is a returning question, like where the whole game stands on that. And I think if people stop pretending that it's in a like as if it's not an adult game, in the end of the day, and there was actually a proper distinction for it, I think people would be going into it differently. And there's obviously like they could get the security up a little bit, which partially happened, I guess. Ripping should be not a thing, but that's like one again. It's like just a good thought. It won't work type deal. So it's like it's kind of like that.
Yeah, I agree with saying.
Oh, actually, something that's like a bit less like serious and less convoluted. Would be cool to have like a seamless transition in between worlds, but that's pretty far away. But
so
it would be
like
like really
chill
cool
out.
that you can like you can like I wouldn't know. I never played it.
Oh, yeah, it's like that.
So it's like just
Yeah,
walk in between worlds basically.
You
So
can
like
preload
string a bunch of
worlds.
worlds and just like walk into them.
So like I think it's Neos and chill out. You can preload a world. So like while I'm chilling in here, I could load up like Void Club right now, and then all I do is click it and I just instantly go in. There's no loading screen. It does lag a little bit, but you can preload stuff, which is interesting. And then I remember, oh my god, a really old game called Lavender, which was canceled, or not canceled, but like no one plays it because it cost $20 for fucking VR chat clone. But when it was a beta and I got access to it because I was a streamer, basically what they would do is whenever you load into a world, you'd be placed into an elevator, like a literal elevator of everyone else in the whole game that's loading the same map. So you just talk to random people while you're loading a world, which is an interesting concept.
Imagine like doing something sussy in a private world, and then you just put into the loading screen, and you're just like,
Wait, what the
oh,
hell?
no, there's like
Yeah.
30 other people in the air.
Yeah, exactly. Jib says, does VRChat have sponsors? Kind of. More like investors. They like, I forget how much it is, but like, I know Vive invested, I think like 10 or 20 million at some point, and I know Quest has, because that's why the game's Quest compatible. Probably a couple mil there or something. And then every New Year's they have like a sponsorship from like, what the hell is it? I don't know if it's Tundra or some of those companies. They're literally as like, hey, check out those things. And then like last year, the year before that, VRChat had a thing with like, what was it, 100 Thieves or something? Some esports team. And it was like, buy these esports
I have no idea.
And everybody was like, what? It was just so random. Like they made like a whole category for like the worlds where it was this random sponsorship, like this random like esports company. It was so fucking random. And I went to the world. I was like t-shirts and shit, and I'm like, what the fuck? But I mean, they probably got made like a couple mil from that, so that's why they did it.
Can't wait for the Pie Shock sponsorship.
Why can't VRChat get sponsored by some real companies, get sponsored by a shock collar company or like some, pet play or something,
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I mean, pet play is big these days, so I mean, might as well.
I'm surprised VRChat doesn't invest into like, or just make up like a drink or something, like an energy bar or a drink. You're like, hey, you play a lot of VRChat, buy this product. Or other things like, I don't know, attachments for your headset. Everyone uses a headset, right? So they could make some sort of like VRChat branding shit. Like instead of a t-shirt or a mug, it could be like, hey, put this thing on your headset. I don't know.
Yeah, just like it's like a keychain like holder,
Yeah.
but like for your headset,
Could be stuff like that.
I guess so. Oh wow.
They already have a shop, like pretty bare.
They do?
Yeah, VRChat has a shop. They sell T-shirts and mugs, which is
Yeah.
like a generic anybody.
And like plushies, I think.
Yeah,
ain't it?
yeah. That's. I'm talking about like VR specific things, like a very specific VR thing.
But I think they have one with the strap, if I remember.
Really? Okay. Well, they have a strap.
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
Yeah, strap.
Nothing.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, tell us what happened when you got suspended on Twitch. What'd you do to cause the ban? What'd you do, man? What happened?
I literally got on the same thing that I think everyone from that like group got on is the fabled yoga class. Ended up being a bit too spicy on a few angles, but yeah, I think everyone got on that. That's like the speed running of your channel is if you're in VR chat.
You're not a real streamer until you
yeah.
get banned at least once.
Poggers.
Yeah. So it was just for a sexual suggestive, and then it was what, 3 days? Did you appeal it?
And then they're like, yeah, and like one day after, be like, yeah, I guess we could revert the decision. I'm like, thanks,
What the
bro.
fuck?
Really helpful.
I didn't get unbanned after
on
a
day
day.
4 they messaged me.
Oh, that's
No. The 3 day takedown,
Yeah?
and then on the 4th day they said
Oh.
like, okay, we can revert your ban.
Yeah,
I'm
we
like,
can revert your ban,
motherfuckers.
bro. Oh, for me, I appealed it, and
Thanks.
they said like I couldn't appeal it. They're just like, yeah, you're a bad boy, and you have to spend your 72 hours in jail. And so what I did was I went to VR jail for 72 hours. And people could visit me while I was in prison, real and true. That's what I did.
Nice.
It's also what Rob did once. That's where I got the idea from. Where like 3 years ago he got banned or whatever it was, and then like he just sat in a prison for like 3 days. Like just left his computer on and people would visit him. All those mutes.
Oh shit, I think I remember that.
I did that.
Maybe I'm remembering wrong.
I did that
There
on
was
a
some
lesser
shenanigans.
scale, and then I made it because I was so bored, and I couldn't like do anything. So I made a skit. So while I was in prison, I recorded a skit of like me, like it was like a reenacting of how I got banned, and then I got out of prison, and then I made a deal with G-Man. Like G-Man's just like, oh, I heard you've been unbanned. I have an offer you can't refuse. And I'm like, oh shit, G-Man.
Mr. Rebel.
Yeah, that's literally what it was like. We had like this scuffed fucking G-Man. There he is! There he is!
Oh shit.
Look at him. That's the one we used. The fucked up face one. Oh my god. There's his leg. His leg's there. Holy shit.
We almost there? Oh shit. There he is.
Oh shit, dude. He's reminding me of my deal I made. Fuck. Anyway. How was your experience at the Me Hook workouts? You've been going there for a while? Minus your ban.
Yeah, that's why I got banned. Lol. Yeah. It was good. It was good. It's been good. Like the best way I can like think of it so far, it's like, you know how when you play GTA 5 for a while, so you like get bored of like just doing missions, so you like actually go do like mundane shit just so like feel a little bit like different about the whole game experience. It's kind of like that, like you actually doing like your fucking yoga in game and shit, but like it's like that, but with like actual people who are like with there with you, and they actually interact with them, and that's kind of it. But yeah, it's nice to like get a little bit of stretching and stuff going on with like people around you, because
it's important to stretch out. Yeah, I used to go. Now I just do yoga in my spare time. I've evolved.
Yeah, it's the only thing is that it's like really early, so it's like imagine like doing any anything early on a Sunday. Especially if like you've been like drinking and shit until like
Yeah.
6 a.m. or whatever. It's
6
like you just
a.m.?
crawl in there, just like I'm gonna
Holy
about to
shit.
throw up.
I feel like that's the sun's coming out at that point. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I think the longest I slept was 5 in the
Well,
morning. I looked
well,
outside and I was
technically-
like, holy shit, the sun's rising. Oh, fuck.
Well, technically, if it's like a late night party, then for me, I have to like wake up at like 7 a.m. to start
Oh,
partying and just
fuck.
drink through until like 1 p.m. and then go to sleep and then wake up for the
You know, you could do like a kick
workout
yoga
or
stream.
whatever. I did. I mean, yeah, when I got
Oh,
banned, I
okay.
did, and I think the one after I did that as well. But it's like, if I'm not alone, obviously I cannot really do like stuff if someone else is streaming it on Twitch, because then even
Of
though I'm in the
course.
background, that can like cause trouble.
I get you.
So that would have to be like its own little self-contained like solo thing.
Yeah, of course. You can't get anyone else in trouble. That's not good, you know? Do you have any plans?
I don't mind getting in trouble myself, but
Oh,
you
go
know.
ahead. Oh, you're a feisty
But
one.
I try
then,
to
huh?
be like cautious. I try to be cautious like other people streaming and stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
I guess I've been like low-key giving heart attacks to Crumpet like for years now. So maybe not in his case, but
Oh shit.
I try to like in general not be trouble and
Yeah, no,
get people into trouble.
I feel the same way. Like when I have when I'm hanging out with other streamers or on their streams, I don't go over the top. When I invite Crumpet to do these showcases, I make every effort to make sure every avatar is safe for work, or at least make an attempt. So like I don't get banned and Crumpet doesn't get banned. So
Yeah.
I feel that. Do you have any plans for like a Halloween avatar or other types of avatars or outfits in the future? I give you ideas too if you want.
Well, I already had a devil and a witch avatar, so what's left that I can
Plenty.
make a sexy version of? We
I
already
got-
got nurse.
Do you have a cop?
Oh, I haven't done a cop in a while. I used to have one, but it's kind of
Yeah,
shitty.
see, you can be a little cop and you be
today's
like, you're
times.
under arrest for being sexy, and be like, oh shit. Sexy firefighter?
Firefighter.
You can
Could
shoot
be.
milk. I mean, water. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Can't you be like
Cop sounds good.
You could be an
Interesting, at
incubus.
least. Incubus? I guess so. I mean, it's not too far away from the devil, like avatar, I guess, but it's like just different coloring and. Oh yeah, never mind. I will have to do that, huh? Cause of the wound. Well, I don't have a wound, but still can get a wound tattoo. It's like my chat been like, oh, it's Sneeze, you should get one. Get a wound tattoo now. I'm like, alright, I guess it's decided then it's gonna be Incubus.
Yeah, or you can be a sexy wizard. That's what chat's saying. Cast spells on
Sexy
people.
wizard. I mean, I've been a witch. That's like kind of a wizard, right?
I guess. Do you have any spells?
Like last year, I was a witch. Power word come,
Oh.
I guess.
You could just make like sliders and just call it like, oh, biggest diggus, and go like, and you'd be like, oh shit.
I don't think I can do that on stream.
I mean,
Not on this stream.
you could just.
There
I
are
don't know.
sliders already installed for that, but.
Oh, really? You got
Maybe-
like more thicker thighs, bigger
maybe not
booty.
here.
What else? Grow abs, change hair, grow tits. I don't know. There you go.
I never was a fan of the grow tits one. They never work out as intended.
Curses.
There was a streamer, Miko, I think, that the chat give bits and the grow feature on the body.
Oh yeah.
Code Miko. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I interviewed her.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yes, I know all about that. You could do that with OSC, yes, but I think that's kind of like TOS mate. Also, she got banned like 5 times. Case in point.
Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe
Could you imagine that?
maybe.
He's streaming in VR chat, have OSC specifically for sliders. By then the stream, you're just as wide as like Squidward is when he eats the Krabby Patty. You're like, hey guys, what's going on? Like, holy shit. Don't ban me, chat.
I mean, maybe
please.
not like to that extent, but that would be like fun to have chat interaction with my avatar. We'll see.
There's some crazy
But
stuff.
I'm not like that.
You can have different outfits for
So-
OSC. Or you can change.
Yeah, that's I can do that.
You'd be like, oh no, I'm in a swimsuit. What the hell? I'm in the middle of like a supermarket. What the hell, chat?
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I can imagine all that fucking up. So like combinates into like it's just the worst fucking shit ever, and then I accidentally flash and get banned. Lol.
Doesn't I know Crumpet has OSC, but it's more like roles. Doesn't Crumpet have it for like different outfits?
No,
Darn.
no, he has a bra toggle or like a boob window toggle on like his old one. It's like
Oh man.
boob window comes out.
Bro, Crumpet needs to get on that
That's
outfit
all.
tech, bro. Or imagine it was so advanced you could like change into like Crumpet's avatar becomes a femboy or a dude or something. Like holy shit, dude.
Whoops.
Just like it just keeps changing every like 5 minutes because people give 5 subs.
I mean-
Holy shit. Maybe something Jekyll and Hyde shit
I
right
guess
there.
so.
Yeah. Okay.
He would be like forced to swap between like his characters. Like
Yeah.
one of them is like the waffle kid.
Waffle guy will. Yeah, exactly. See, that'd be interesting
or
content.
people and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be very complicated to do
Uh-huh.
all that shit on one avatar, but
Oh yeah, it would kill everyone.
unless you
having
could
to stuff that.
unless OSC allowed you to change avatars. Like not just one avatar, but like transform like for uploads. That's probably too complicated for this. It's not. I'm just saying if it could be, you know, like hypothetically. But anyway, before we continue, we're gonna take an ad break. It's been an hour, so we're gonna take a quick ad
Nice.
break here. Yeah. I have to run over here.
Yeah.
Don't look at me, chat. I'm inserting a thing into a thing.
Hi.
1 second here. It's loading. It's loading. Oh, we're good. Dude, that was sick. Yo, put the camera back on. Yo, that was sick. Yo, the first one was from Small Grace. Go check out her Gumroad for all her avatars. I actually have one of hers. Selena's really cool. And then the other one is from Gunbladder. He DM'd me and wanted to have an ad. Well, he's paying for it, so he made an ad for his Twitch streams. He does like WrestleMania. He makes like VR chat characters. He made me. I don't know if he made you, but maybe he could have a femboy
Are
wrestling.
there body options like that? Femboy wrestling? That would be like
Probably.
an interesting sport.
Yeah. He, dude, There's people that stream WrestleMania and they just make like Doctor Disrespect versus like Moist Critical, and it's like the funniest shit ever.
Oh yeah. I seen like Vinny's, not Vinny's, Joel's like
Yeah.
streams
Oh
of doing
yeah,
that
yeah.
shit. That's like the only time I ever seen that like custom, you know.
Yeah,
Shit.
you just put it on like the bots fight each other. You put a Royal Rumble and you have like 40 people, like these 40 streamers, man, 40 VR chat frogs fighting each other. That'd be pretty funny. I think that's what Gunbladder was doing. Very cool stuff. But anyway, that breaks over. So before we continue, should we get into the hot topic of, oh my god, Avatar ripping? It's a real thing and it's dangerous. I didn't know that was a Avatar ripping. So for those who don't understand, basically earlier today there was like, I don't want to like name them, but let's just say there's a group of individuals who go around and they steal people's avatars. Boo hoo, fuck them. But anyway, it got so large that everyone on Twitter, people were fucking DMing me, being like, "Don't go to public. They're collecting avatars to like see who can steal the most." And I'm just like, okay. And that's basically what was going on. So what do you think, Sneeze?
I mean, it's one of those things where it's like it's always gonna be like a recurring thing because it's not gonna go away for sure. But I think in general it's in a better place than before. Like obviously back like before, like most of the current prevention systems are like have been implemented. Like little Timmy could like just straight up download a mod or a client. I mean, they can still technically download something for it, but yeah, they like without like almost any restrictions, and just go into a world, don't even click anything, and just suck up all that data, and then just offload it to a website and get like Ripper coins or whatever the fuck for it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was like easy peasy. For some people, it still is pretty, easy to do that shit. But the pool of people who can and willing to get through the annoyance to do it is much smaller. So that's cool. But I guess being aware of that it's a thing is good. Panicking about it, not so much. Because like on the other side of the coin, it's like if you're just gonna pretend that it's like not a real thing and just like act like, oh, it's completely preposterous, it's all got fixed because the anti shit, like that's just dumb. Like don't do that. Like, you're just gonna look dumb. Because it takes 2 minutes for me to look it up and like just send you a screenshot of your own avatar staring at you from there.
Yeah. I mean, I've heard of avatar ripping for as long as I've been playing this game, and I mean it's always going to be an issue. Obviously this is like in a case of like an increased amount of ripping because people are like, I'm going to steal the most amount of avatars I can in 24 hours and make a YouTube video probably. And that's what that's
Mr.
probably
Beast next video.
Yeah, that's literally what how many avatars can I rip in VR chat? I got 24 hours. And this person's like, no, please, sir. Please, I worked on my OC. It's Sonic, but it's purple. Fuck you, bitch. It's mine now. No, please. And I don't know. My avatar has been ripped many times, and it is what it is at the end of the day. Like when it first happened, I was obviously very like distraught, like be like, oh, what the fuck, bro. But like as time went on, I kind of cared less and less. And I mean, when you upload something, you have to understand that somebody might steal it, rip it, abuse it, whatever. But understand that like, if you are buying something from like Gumroad or Booth and you upload it and like paint it purple or blue or whatever, you shouldn't be crying over that, okay? Like, fuck, dude. Like, how many times have I seen like a Godfall avatar and then someone's like, oh, bro, that's my OC, bro. That's my OC. They stole my OC, bro. I'm like, no, dude. They stole a color swap, okay? Like, I think avatar ripping is more different for, like, from scratch. Like, obviously, like, this is one of a type of avatar. But again, I don't know. I mean, like, I don't know. I think from my point of view as a content creator, someone steals my avatar and then uses it. It's like shooting yourself in the foot. It's like, haha, I stole your avatar, and I'm like, oh, so now everyone knows who you are, and like everyone knows that this is my avatar. It's like stealing Crumpet's avatar. It's like, okay, dude, like you'll never be Crumpet, so you just be a lesser form. So like, why bother? You know what I mean? I don't know. I think it's like some weird like kink or like Pokemon thing where like people collect avatars. Like, I have Loethon's avatar. I'll trade it for Sneez's avatar. It's legendary. S+.
I mean, apparently, like, some people make porn out of these, like, ripped avatars and shit, so it's like a animation porn.
True,
So
but it's really
that's the thing.
shitty.
But, like,
I've seen
remember... Well, yeah, obviously, it's really fucking shit. And, like, also, it's like... Like, the only one person I've seen that done to... Well, it wasn't, like, exactly his avatar, it wasn't his private avatar or whatever. Like, I think it was like a public version, but like, you know, back in the day, Chips, like, people just kept walking up to Chips like, look, I'm you, you know, that's like that's what it, but like, usually it's not like a thing where it's like, even though if your like avatar gets ripped and it's on that particular place, it's the chance of someone just walking around in a carbon copy, unless the avatar itself is a carbon copy of like the store page that you bought it from, because you didn't change it. It's almost zero at that point. Like much less that you actually bump into him wearing it. Like it's not gonna happen. Mostly it's for one, like it's for this one bell over here, or for the shoes, or for, you know, like just one thing, or the ears, and the rest gets scrapped instantly as soon as someone touches it.
I think
so
the people who suffer from ripping the most are people who sell avatars, because like, you could go to like the public avatar search role and people are dum-dums and they upload like the latest Godfall. Instead of paying like $30-40, I can get the avatar for free. I think that's the biggest concern for a rip, is like a loss of sale compared to an OC and someone making some weirdo porno shit. So, you know.
I don't know. It's kind of like piracy territory there.
Yeah.
It's obviously there's no moral justification, but in the end of the day, like, the people who would go to, you know, those ripping, you know, avenues to get your shit would never ever wear them or pay for them and shit. So it's like, you're not
like
exactly losing. Yeah, you're not exactly losing. You lose the opportunity on that person, but you never really actually had it to begin with. It's a little bit maybe too positive to think about it that way, but like at the end of the day, they like also advertise your avatar, even though they ripped it, I guess. But that's like a big stretch. So it's like, I don't want to, you know, be like, I don't want to come off as like, yeah, you should be happy that someone wears your avatar. No, it's not that. It's not that at all. But you know, it's I think if an avatar pops off, whether it gets ripped or not, I think generally, it feels like it's like a big loss, but I don't know. I don't have like actual, like, it's a what if type of deal, you know? What if ripping wasn't a thing? Would you sell better? I don't know.
Yeah,
Who knows?
it's one of those situations. I mean, there are talks of like solutions, but one of the solution that's what does work right now, well, two solutions. This only affects people who make like streamers, so like you know, I'll just say it. So basically, you can make what's called a build test, and essentially a build test is it only loads on your computer locally, so no one can see it but yourself. So it's useful for streaming or taking photographs. It's really impossible unless someone stole your literal computer. So, but again, no one can see it. That's why it can't be stolen. So there's that method, and then there's a second method that, well, it's been around for a little bit. Essentially, you can encrypt an avatar. So what ends up happening is you have to put in like a fucking passcode, like a PIN, just like how you do like your credit card and shit when you go to the grocery store. And you have to put that code in. If you don't do it right, then it just explodes the avatar and it turns into like a fucking Krindenberg, like a fucking it just explodes. But that's only useful for OCs. You can't sell an avatar with a code on it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's just, it's only useful for like individuals. And I don't even do any of that stuff. But I used to do like the build test thing for a good while. I had this avatar as a build test for like 6 months, like 2-3 years ago. And then I just fuck it, like this is annoying as fuck that people can't see me. It just got annoying. However, there is a third thing that might come out in the future. So there's been talks. Now, this is not confirmed. This is just a hypothetical, what if, discussion. But I heard from the pipeline that VRChat maybe one day might have like a third type of category. So, there's like public and private avatars. So they might make a third thing called purchased avatars, where it's connected to like the virtual economy or something. And so when you buy an avatar, it goes to the purchased avatars. And when it's on there, it's tied to your account. So that's the only way you can access it, is because it's for your account. Other people can see it, but it only works on your specific user ID, which I guess makes it harder or something. I don't know. That's why I was. It's
tied to the blockchain, guys. It's not fungible.
Yeah,
anymore.
it's an NFT, guys, or something. I don't know. It was an interesting idea I heard about. I was like, well, if that works, it works. I don't know.
I don't think that would stop the ripping itself. Like, it just when you load an avatar, it gets onto your computer, and then you just reach into your computer and take it. That can be in like any kind of like, it's a purchased but avatar, but as soon as someone loads that avatar, it's gonna be, the file of it. The imprint of it is going to be in their computer, where they can just find it and take it with the right amount of tools.
Or of course, it wouldn't stop ripping. It would just probably like be like another EIC, where it's like, oh no, ripping stopped for one day. Fuck.
Well, it's like the annoyance factor, It's like how AdBlock is like being more like getting more annoying to operate, because like the prevention systems is getting more intricate. So at one point, the ideal situation at one point is to make it so annoying and tedious to do it.
You pay for it.
So people, like 99.9% of people are just like, okay, fuck it, I don't give a fuck.
I'll pay for it.
Just let it happen.
Yeah, isn't that just describe EAC? Basically, people are like, I hate EAC. I'm gonna go play chill out. This game sucks. I'll just deal with EIC, I guess.
Well, I mean, a lot happened like after it got implemented. If they stood the course with the stance they had when they implemented it, I think the game would have hurt a lot more. But it's like, oh, I guess shit, you guys like those things that now not available? I guess we're just gonna put them in. Poggers. That's literally it.
That was a year ago. EIC happened, I think. Roughly.
Yeah.
Damn, look how far we've come. Now we can change our avatar scale. Whoa, now everyone's into giant anime women and femboys. Holy shit.
I mean...
Yeah. The world we live in now. What can stop us?
And that's like kind of like the shit that people have been missing. It's just like quality of life shit. So it's like, now it's back, now it's cool, we're good. We're chilling.
Yeah, we're chilling. I saw some clips about you going to the pet place world and drinking water. What was going on there? Yeah, what was going on, man? I don't know.
I promised chat a pet play collab with Lich. So.
Oh really?
I did it. Yeah. Like that was one of like the earlier like sub goals. Well, not too early, but like I had to make it like somewhat, on the line of obtainable, but not like instantly redeemable. So it's like, okay, I guess we gotta do pet play now because everybody else is doing it. So it's in meta. It's something to do, and we just did it. I mean, like, at that point, don't pussyfoot around about that. Just go balls to the wall. You just gotta go all in.
Yeah. You ever worried about getting banned?
You gotta drink from that bowl.
For doing that?
Fuck it,
Fuck it, dude. Do it for
If
the
we ever
content.
do it, we're probably gonna do it on Kick, honestly.
Oh, okay.
Because we can go harder there a little bit.
Listen, an average kick stream for me is I go to the giant anime.
Oh, you can do
world.
Vor there.
Oh shit.
That's one thing that we couldn't do on stream, because that was like a segment after the pet play world where Lich was a giant avatar and I was like a little small in a giant room.
Yeah.
And she was gonna eat me, but then realized that like, oh shit, I can't do this bit with you, so fuck, because TOS. And so we didn't do that.
So
but
what you're
now on Kick
saying-
we can. For round 2, I'm gonna get eaten by Lich.
So what you're saying
Fuck
is
it.
Lichbait has
Do
the
it live.
Vortec?
I mean, I don't think so, as far as I
Okay.
know. But like, I mean, it's like, oh, just get eaten, you know?
Will Vor be involved? Will
I-
Vor actually show up and be like, yo, what the
I
hell?
don't think so.
Darn.
I don't think he would watch, honestly. I don't think that's his thing.
Okay.
Well, I know what you're talking about. They're like mapped out, like avatars with like
Yeah.
mapped out.
Yes, I've seen them
digestive
because I would
systems, yeah.
accidentally walk through people as you do in this game, and normally you just phase through, you see nothing, and then the few times I walked through somebody, I saw fucking a stomach and a throat, and I was like, what the fuck is that shit, dog?
And a few other things.
Yeah,
as
and a
well,
few
yeah.
other things, yeah, a few other little parts, little balls. I was like, what in the fuck is this? And then the person would always like, this is like some random fuck, and they're just always just like nonchalant. They're just like, it's when people get really tiny, okay, and they go inside of me, okay. Is there a problem with that? And I was like, okay, dude, like, whoa.
Yeah.
They get super defensive, man.
Yeah, I mean, people do be getting like loose in this game, and then it's like they forget like, oh, this is like not normal from like, you know, like
Yeah.
outside of my little niche community.
Oh wow.
I mean, then
man.
again, like I think 99% of what we do is not normal, so
That's also
like-
true. Yeah, I mean,
like I don't think
go ahead.
you would have this anywhere else. Like even just this.
Me interviewing a femboy?
With yeah, in like fucking latex, like
Hell yeah.
long
good
and shit,
time.
you know?
What is normal? True. Why live a normal life when you can pretend to be a hot redhead and then have a femboy in the thong? Like, what the hell? Why not?
Man, gotta make sure my legs are like crossed.
Actually, there was one person that
Don't
was
get you in
like
trouble.
that. Oh man, fuck, I forget his name. He was the guy who was on like American's Got Talent. He has like the long hair. Oh shit, what was that guy's name? He ran a talk show. It was like unhinged as fuck.
Hmm. Yeah, I have no
I
idea.
can't remember. Someone in chat now talking about he has long curly hair, and then he used to run like a talk show, and he would just bring on like literally strippers and shit. I forget his name, but he's always on like like X Factor or America's Got Talent. Not Howie Mandel, not the woman, it's the guy, the other one. Oh, whatever. I'll figure out in a minute. Okay, any stories or funny moments from DJ nights?
Shit, man. There's like always something going on. I think recently it got a little bit more tamer. At least like that is what is out in the open. Like, for a while, like the meme was that when Vinny received a female avatar,
Mm-hmm.
everyone started wearing it in full body and slotting it down mid on Legion nights as like an excuse. It's like, you know, it's like oh, it's not actual like, you know, derping or anything. It's just, you know, just like it's a troll, guys. It's a troll. It's a prank. Me having an orgy in the Vincent avatars. It's a prank. Well, it's not me saying that, by the way. That's them, you know, acting like it. So yeah, those were like a bit wild days when like a lot of activities were going on in that the degen section of the degen parties. Some pet play, you know, still happen, but like nothing like too like, you know, obscene, like
Alright.
just like
Just some cage matches.
people fucking left and right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But let's see, like something funny. I mean, it's not like common occurrence, but like Crumpet is when he like drinks his like second or third White Claw. Well,
Yeah.
two things can happen. One, he collapses and well, not collapses, but like just throws his headset off and then just like like passes out. Like that's option one, and option two is just like he gets like really mean and starts like bullying people. Classic.
What the fuck? Okay.
So that is kind of funny. It's also like a good place to get like a technology check on what like degen technology like your friends on the people in the lobby
Degen
possess
tech?
or developed. Yeah, cock technologies. Stuff. It's like,
What the
oh man,
fuck?
you can you just do that. You can like
Bro,
increase,
you're-
decrease, pulsate, Vedi.
Whoa, bro, I can pee. Did you know I can pee white? Look, look, it's all over your face. Haha.
Yeah. So that's a thing that sometimes happens,
Interesting.
or like you can experience. Musical cock's been like pretty fucking degen, but
Okay.
nobody's willing to like put that together. So it's like it haven't been a thing for a while. It's like an effort.
Do you ever tease people? Like, do you ever like
Uh-huh.
slit it down mid and like be like, "Hey, meet me in the back
I
room in
mean,
5 minutes"?
I mean, I used to do that more.
Yeah.
I kind of got into a little bit of trouble. Like, people complained that I just been slowing it down too much. So I'm like,
Wow,
okay,
you're at a
listen,
place that's called
I just
DJ
gotta pull it
Night,
back.
and you're too degenerate.
Yeah, yeah,
Whoa,
yeah.
guys.
It's like yeah, Sneeze is using the fuck room too much. Like we need to put stuff to it.
You can only use it
And
once
then
per day,
no one
bro.
used and then yeah, and then nobody uses it now. So it's like, okay, well,
Okay.
congratulations. Well, yeah. I mean, like I dance on people. That's mostly it.
Okay. I'm still waiting for that.
Yeah, I know. We'll get
One of
there. It's
these-
just
one of
the
these
timing is
days.
always so fucking bad with the
One of
two
these
of us.
kick
It's like
streams.
it's always when I'm like dead. Yeah, it's always when I'm dead or like just in passing because I'm doing something. But we'll get there.
Do you ever
I mean,
switch
yeah, I do a
avatars?
little
Do you
bit of
ever
flirting here
do
and
you ever
there.
go like in Vincent's
Uh,
female avatar, or you go to your mommy version and
No,
fuck
fuck
with people
no.
and be like, "Hey, what's going on?"
I did the mommy version a few times. Like when I don't feel like
Okay.
being the femboys, like swap to it. I just disassociate a little bit. But yeah, I
getcha.
used that on a few people in the
Hmm.
back room. Lol. Um,
Oh hell yeah. There you go.
one of the recent ones, like a little bit of a funny moment, is that like I was like flirting up someone, and
Mm-hmm.
I just like from the side, I just like just random noise all around us, and just someone like shouting. It's like, get the fuck out of the way! I want to watch the fanboys kissing. Let me look. That was a good moment. I don't know. It's like it's.
I'm missing fanboys kissing. Get out of the way.
Yeah. I wanna look.
I want to
Can't
see,
see.
please. It's interesting.
Yeah. And then occasionally Crumpet comes by and just like looks at what's happening. And it's like, oh my god, of course, Sneeze is fucking someone new again. So
Of
it's
course. Hey man, instead of complaining, they could always join in. Just saying.
No, you won't. I don't think
Darn.
that's in the cards, honestly.
Oh
But yeah,
well.
that's like most of like the funny degenerate shit. That's like that happens.
I thought you were doing like stuff where like, you're dancing on someone. You'd be like, "Hey, do you like this? Do you like this in your face? Do you like this bulge?" And they'd be like, "No, please, stop.
I mean,
No, please."
usually you don't have to ask, cause
Oh, okay.
they do.
Alright.
If I know that they're like really into that kind of stuff, I go a little bit harder on like the extra like
Oh.
certain toggles get
Yeah,
toggled.
yeah. I get you.
Aki recently got the worst for sure, cause
Yeah, isn't she like a femboy lover? So wouldn't she be all over you?
So yeah, I gave her a couple dances, and a few
Oh,
of
nice.
the other fanboys teamed up on her at one time. It's like bulge galore in her face.
What was she like? She's like, buh, moo.
Yeah, she was
Oh,
going on going like just like in the middle of the dance. It's like a funny bit that like if I know someone is like one is degen and two is into it,
Yeah.
it there's like a toggle that's like the whole thing is like
Oh yeah.
it's
Everything's out. Everything's
so
out.
it's
Yeah.
like like just like push it first, just like give like two slaps on the cheeks and like just pull it back real quick. that usually that usually it's pretty shocking, but
Yeah.
it's all good fun. So
I gotcha. Before we continue, I looked it up. It was Howard Stern. That was the guy I was thinking of. Yeah. I never really watched it, but I remember like there was like a highlight from like when he did like 20, 30 years ago. It was like like he would run a radio show and like some fucked like some strippers and fucking like people pulling out wieners. I'm like, whoa. I'm like, dude, this guy's the original degenerate. And now he's just a judge on a TV show.
a judge.
Yeah, for America's
TV
Got
judge,
Talent.
I see.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought like Judge Judy.
Oh,
shit.
no,
I'm
no,
like,
no,
oh,
no,
that's
no,
an
no.
interesting career path.
No, he's just. I think he had a music career. I don't know Howard Stern too much, but that's probably why he's on there. But anyway, how did your donathon go? Any highlights from the streams you've been doing?
The Domaton was like really great. Like I didn't expect. I learned a lot about my supporters.
Okay.
And the distribution of the support. It's really interesting. It's like oh man, thank you for your help and all that. But yeah, I mean it's like it was like all over the place because for the most part I was like really nervous.
Yeah, I'm just wiggling my eyebrows.
What are you?
I don't know.
What are you
He's the
doing?
camera. He's the cameraman. I don't know what he's doing. It should be on you.
Oh well.
I'm just sitting here wiggling my eyebrows. Continue.
But yeah, for the most part it was like stressful, so it's like I didn't like stop to like I guess to enjoy the moments, but it was just like because it's like because like you in your head you would expect like a correlation of like good bits or spicy bits or funny bits on your streams to like generate a certain attention or a reaction or you get like in turn of doing that you get like XYZ but it wasn't it wasn't like that. It just like every time we progressed it was either like on a fucking waiting screen or like an intro screen or whatever. It's never like in like when there was like a bit because I don't know why. So it's like hard to like correlate that how the donathon like why was it like fun or not. It was like it was spooky for sure throughout, but then it's like then we did it and it's like oh wow that was like really cool, and I'm glad we like unlocked like a bunch of like rewards and shit for it.
Yeah, of course.
Because I wanted to do a lot of them.
Yeah. Do you have any future projects or plans you can tell us you're working on, like merch or subathons and such, or any other like big stuff?
Well, I mean, I don't want to like get like a bad name by constantly doing like donathons and stuff. Subathons definitely not going to be a thing unless maybe on Kick, because I don't know if you've been paying attention. Twitch been like kind of sussy with the subs and stuff like that.
Oh yes, I have seen that.
So I don't think basing your goals and stuff on subs is a valuable option anymore, because especially if you're like, because apparently now it's like region based. So if you're like if you're so for instance if your viewer base is like 99% from Turkey,
Yeah.
a 1,000 sub goal is not the same as if you did that and your 99% NA based viewer base. You know, it's not the same.
Yeah.
And there can be any like amount of variation in that, which is like really hard to calculate, that kind of stuff. So anyways, that's nerd stuff.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I've seen that stuff. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, maybe September is coming up anyway, so that's like, that's a thing. But for actual projects, I kind of wanna like, since we have Kick now, I kind of wanna like hit up some old contacts from like, back when I was like doing club stuff.
Yeah.
Not necessarily clubs, just communities and stuff, and just like do like streams with them as more like showcasing what they do in a way that like used to be up until now you kind of had to make a safe for work stream safe version for all of your stuff if you wanted to not just be like on an underground type deal with your events and with your community and stuff, but now with Kick you can actually showcase your events without having to worry. Like obviously you cannot showcase ERP events on Kicks, but
of course not. That's
like
just epic roleplay.
Dance shows and maybe less safe for work events are a thing now. So that's like something that I want to dabble into and like showcase events like that, or like have like communities that have some of my old friends in them, just show what they got if they want to. So that's something that I want to do. Anything that's like worthy of mention. I mean, well, maybe not on this platform, but expanding towards a little bit more new stuff and streaming and stuff.
Okay.
On alternative platforms, that's kind of the two things that I'm like working on right now.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're putting down. Okay, what is like
the near future?
Yeah. What is the biggest compliment someone has given to you, or about your content?
Well, my content is I think the best one is like whenever they like stressed or like have a stressful day at work, they like just tune in on my content and it's like really comfy and it's like it warms them up, so it's like it like makes their day so much better, and they're really glad that I'm doing this type of stuff. So that's really sweet, I think, because it's like it's not like, oh my god, booba, but woo woo, stuff like that. So that's really nice.
Booba.
And as far as like as far as like Avatar goes, I think when people comment on like that, they like notice the Avatar is like means a lot, because I know it's like not like conventionally the most attractive one. Like it's definitely like a niche with this one, and it's also not like perfect with like proportions, or like there's like always clipping and stuff, so it's like not like the best quality Avatar either. So it's like when someone awoogas it, like, okay, you're horny, like I appreciate it, but when it's like, okay, I can instantly like pick from every picture or video that I see that it's like you, and I recognize your avatar because like it's so unique, and I love it. Like that's like I think I appreciate that more than anything.
I understand
when it comes
that.
to the avatar.
Do you have any inspirations or desires to become partner on Twitch, or do you want to focus more on Kick?
Twitch is on like the shelf for
Back burner?
now, for sure. Cause yeah, I mean, I still like doing stuff here. I don't want to like alienate you know, from Twitch in general, just for the fun of it, because I like doing like non-Kuma shit here, like just like hanging out with like friends and like doing you know, like fun stuff, or just like getting comfy with my viewers and just have a comfy time, talk about stuff. Like that's cool, and I don't think I need Kick for that. And I think Twitch is better for that kind of stuff. But with the whole like, okay, now your subs don't worth as much sometimes when we decide so, and now we're not gonna count views if, you know, your viewers are not a certain viewing behavior, you know, like, and that's fine. It's just you change it up, but you still tying, you know, everything to how you used to run, you know, on like demand side. So that's like, it's kind of like a bad taste. So I'm kind of just I'm working more towards partnering on Kick than anything right now. Well, you know, still doing Twitch stuff.
I gotcha.
Once in a while.
How would you describe your community? Any highlights from community events?
Well, I mean, there's like the one event that we did that was like the first one last Friday, which was like really poggers. I'm pleasantly surprised. I thought it was gonna. I know, like I like have this like persona that's like has like a certain level of confidence and like, you know, in on the surface when like, you know, it comes to teasing and looting and dancing and stuff like that. But I generally don't think I'm like, you know, like people would actually come around for that, like whatever I do. So it was like, just in general, it was nice to see the people that like been watching me for a while actually come out and like say hi and stuff. And I mean, generally it was all good vibes. Like we'd play games and I had a good time. So like that one like night in general was a highlight because it was the first time.
Awesome. Well,
yeah.
we're gonna start
Hopefully
taking
more to come.
Yeah, more cool community stuff. We're gonna take some questions from the chat audience, stuff like that. So, does anyone in the audience, specifically in the studio here tonight, have any questions for Sneeze or myself? I know there's some in the document. I just wanted to get for anybody directly here. No? Okay, I'll use the document. And also Twitch chat as well. So if someone's watching, they're like, me, I have a question, then type it up. So the first question comes from Wind. Their question is, do you feel tall femboys have a disadvantage compared to short femboys? What an interesting question. What do you think, Sneeze?
I mean, I'm guessing this is like a real life question, more so than
our chat,
because like
yeah, because you can just go
slider. So.
yeah.
I mean, it wasn't like this before, but I mean, so like, I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't mind, you know, having a femboy be taller than me. Then again, I'm like tall myself, so it's like, it's something that I will never have type deal, you know.
Okay.
I think ideally, if you like more effeminate and maybe more submissive, you generally want to be the shorter one in a situation or like in a relationship or whatever. But I mean, like honestly, if you look cute, it doesn't matter like how tall are you, like maybe like from up close, but then you can just like, you know, have like a little bit of like race going on and like.
Yeah, I feel like it doesn't matter what your height is.
I don't know.
Well, I think some people who are like tall, when they play VR chat, they want to play a short character because they want to be small and subby wubby. And then if you're short, you want to be tall and dommy mommy. Not all the time, but it happens more often. I meet people like that because they're like, in real life I'm 4'11", and then in the game they're fucking like 7 foot. And they're like, you're a little bitch, and I'm like, yeah, okay,
Yeah.
bro. I'll see you fucking TwitchCon, bro.
No, don't make that joke. Fucking whoever the fuck up that.
Oh, you're. I meant just see them and give them a
Yeah,
head
it's
pat because they're short, and not for any other reason. Yeah. Anyway. Anyway, moving on.
Gotta watch out. But yeah,
Watch out. Anyway, next question is from Jib Jib, who's in the audience. What part of your lifestyle has changed the most since devoting time to content creation?
Sleeping schedule got worse.
Oh man.
Like way worse. Yeah. It's a mess. I'm trying to fix it, but yeah. I mean, it's nice that in general, it's nice that I have a strong support from my community to a point where I don't have to like worry about like how many jobs that I need to pick up, so I can actually focus on like content and stuff, and just but what changed? I mean, just that I'm a bit more free, like in when it comes to my day schedule and like my real life stuff. But I mean, like I haven't been like super like like outgoing, active and stuff to begin with. So it's like I'm just like a little shut-in fanboy doing content now instead of just not.
I feel that.
I guess that's all I do.
I think for me, I could say something similar because I've been making content for almost 6 years, but when I got more serious and got partners when COVID was happening, I was in college. So I had to wake up like 6 in the morning, or 6 to get to school at 6:30 or something. And oh God, I'm not a morning person whatsoever, dude. I was like a zombie. And then I would go to this class and then clock out at, I think I ended class at 12. So I was like, yay. And then I'm just tired for the rest of the day. And then like 6 hours later I had to stream, so I was just dead inside. But then when COVID happened and they closed down all the colleges and shit, I could just sleep in. So I could just sleep in till 11. That's what I've been doing for like 3 years now. So I guess just more sleep, but like just more of a degenerate in terms of like, sleep schedule, stuff like that, content creation, being more consistent at least. Because before I was very sporadic, because I was just like, well, I have college and I'm tired and I don't want to do this shit.
Yeah.
So, I think that's about it. I never, like you said, I was never really an active person. Like, I don't go, like, I go outside, I have a tan, I have a farmer tan because I'm a fucking, I go outside and water plants and shit and mow the lawn. K-Kona. But like, besides that, I mean,
yeah, I was thinking that.
That's basically it. Well, it's just my brother's house. I just maintain the house, so I have a tan for that. I do like I like summer because of the better weather. I just don't like the winter because like you're shut in and like you get depressed. That's why people have what's it called, cabin fever, in like the Arctic Circle because they'll have the sun for 9 months. Sun's good for you, except for when you don't have AC, then you're fucked.
I want to know.
But I have AC, so I'm good. I'm Gucci. I just go in. It's cold. You go outside, like it's hot out, and I just go back in. So.
Yeah, I feel I just don't go outside too long.
Oh, okay. Are you like super pale?
I'm kind of pale, I guess. I mean, I
shit.
can get like a little bit tan, but I just don't. I don't feel like it.
I'm a farmer, man. I got the farmer tan,
It's-
bro.
I
I
just-
got the mailman
yeah,
tan. I got the shorts tan.
Yeah. Gotta go out to my balcony and just like tan my butthole like Crumpet.
What? That's what the Crumpet does? Tan their butthole in the sun?
Apparently he's soaking up that vitamin D straight up.
Oh shit. Okay. I don't know. The reason why, even if I wasn't working outside to like mow the lawn, I still go outside once every day for like 10 minutes. Because like it's just a way to like get out of my room and just like not be a shut-in, get some fresh air, and like clears my head. I don't know. Maybe it's just like a little mental health just advice for you, for anybody out there watching in the future or now. Go for a walk. Maybe like 1 block. or just go outside, or just leave your room and just go outside 5-10 minutes, go back in, you'll probably feel 1,000 times better. Even if you're in the shade.
I mean, I do biking, so that's like,
There you
it's
go.
like my
That's how you get
outside
the-
activity. So
that's
it's,
how
like,
you
it's
get
not
the
like I'm
thighs.
totally fucking like,
Yeah.
yeah, I know, right? It's like all like hills over here. It's like fucking killing me, but it's like, it's good.
Yeah, well, summer is also my birthday, so that's another reason why I like it. But I don't know. My lifestyle has been basically the same for like 3 years. Just wake up, sleep in, the only thing is I miss half the day, like it's like, oh, it's 1 o'clock and I'm eating lunch at 4. Like, what the hell? And I eat dinner at 7. Like, shit, man. I used to eat dinner at 4 with my parents when I lived with them.
That kind of reminds me of like the day in the life of a small Twitch streamer, like satire, like fucking TikToks that've been around for a bit. Have you seen those? It's like day in the life of a small Twitch streamer. I wake up at like 4 p.m. and then edit videos for 2 hours, but then I don't have my G Fuel, so I go back to sleep because I'm really tired.
I don't take naps. I will say that at least. That's not something I do. I just, I don't know. It's just the way I live, and I used to stream early. I used to stream at like 2 until like 10 or some bullshit. So dumb. Because like I would just not eat, which is not good for you. So I always stream at night, so then I have my 3 meals, more healthy that way. So I always stream after I eat dinner and get a shower. So I'm pretty much done. Like, I just have to go to bed after this. I'm gonna just go sleepy time. I guess like that's the only real change, but that was compared to like 5 years ago to 3 years ago.
I see.
Yeah. Do you have any questions for me, Sneeze? Before we wrap up here? It's almost 2 hours.
Maybe a couple.
Okay, what questions you got for me?
Maybe so yeah, the two things that I thought of. One is I talked about it a little bit with the subs and all that. But yeah, what do you think of these recent developments on Twitch and stuff, and how they're handling it? I mean, obviously.
Are you are you talking about specifically like Twitch is only doing 50-50 and like not 70-30 unless you have 350 subs and you have to make under $100,000? Is that specifically? Or are you talking about like the regional thing?
That and the regional, and then like the weird way that they look at view count now, or like for a while I think it was like
they
either
removed,
bugged or they changed it.
They made it so if you're AFKing, you don't count as a viewer. You have to actually be somewhat active to count as a viewer, which people are pissed about because some people are just like, I had people sleep to me like 4 years ago.
aren't I think I heard that they do the same if you watch too many people at once. So if you have multiple streams open, they don't believe that you actually are active enough to watch any of them, so they count as 0. Apparently, I just heard. I cannot confirm it.
I think Twitch is in a rough state. I feel like almost every update is like a negative, I feel like, I don't know, they should, I feel like they need to sit down and really think about things. I think the only thing that's keeping Twitch afloat is just the platform itself. We have 7TV. I think our big thing is Twitch Prime, because like Kick doesn't have Twitch Prime. They also don't have channel points. There's
Yeah.
Yet. Yeah. So like things like that I think is what keeps Twitch going, because like Twitch Prime is massive. That's how Ninja back in the day had the most subs, was purely because of Twitch Prime. I feel like if Twitch integrated some other things, like we have Twitch Turbo, which I never use, but you can pay for it and it gives you like no ads. I think they should add something onto that where it's like it also counts as a Twitch Prime. I think people would pay for that 100%. Like if you got a free sub every month with your Twitch Prime, or sorry, with your Turbo plus Twitch Prime, you get 2 free subs, and you're paying for both of them, and it goes to Amazon. I mean, or Twitch and shit.
I think if they gave a badge for Turbo, I think honestly that people would actually do it, because the badge thing is like a lot. it's like an ingrained thing. It's not like a big value, but it's like ingrained in people's heads. It's like having a badge equals good.
Yeah.
So I want the badge. That's because I think in some cases having Twitch Turbo, if you watch someone consistently and they stream a lot during the month, I think you using Turbo on their watching them is actually more beneficial for the both of you than just like subbing to them once a month.
I get you.
It's just really hard to track that, but I think it can come out properly with Turbo.
There's
Like,
definitely
it's like equals like one sub.
a lot
or
of
some
things
shit like that.
I want from Twitch. Like for example, I don't have a Twitch manager. The fuck? I'm basically flying solo.
You should have one.
I
You
should.
have one.
I should, but I don't. Back in the day, 3
Hmm.
years ago, it was stated, or at least told by me by a bunch of streamers, that you had to have at least, I think it was 1,000 subs and like a certain viewer threshold, and then they'll assign you a Twitch partner. Because otherwise, every Joe Smo who gets partnered would get a manager, and you have like 500 people managing one person. So they only prioritize like larger, which makes sense. But I never got that. So that was rough. And then also Twitch nerfed partners. Like, if you're partnered, you would never get ads. Now I get ads since like last year. That was part of the deal. Like, I was like, oh shit, I don't get ads because I'm partnered. Sick, bro. And then like, wait, we need those 30,000 partners to get those views, man. That's like 10 pennies, man. We gotta make the 10 pennies off of them. I'm like, fuck. So, any other questions you have?
Sure. Yeah, I thought about one more thing. Since we're like talking about pet play and stuff. But
Okay.
the bigger like question that I had, since we're talking about pet play, because it's usually tied to like people's partners, so like mutes and stuff.
Yeah.
They like always mutes involved. But I don't think, despite being close with like people in the community who like basically Rob and friends and stuff, who basically started the mute meta, I don't think you ever had a mute. Have you? Have you
I
been
have
like
a
flying
mute.
solo
You
this
just
whole
didn't
time?
know, dude. You didn't know,
You
bro.
do?
I did at one point, not anymore.
Yeah, I didn't research.
This is 3 years ago,
Oh.
man. 4 years ago when I first.
Damn.
My mute was Pixel, who's now my Twitch mod who talks. That was my mute.
Makes sense.
So,
Alright.
so
I see.
yeah, that
But
was
like you haven't like kept going with
No.
it. You just had like the one and done.
that was basically. I mean, Lorray, who comes on my stream, is a mute, and they say I'm their talker, but that's kind of like, I don't know, that's not like really an official thing. That's kind of just they show up and they're a mute, you know.
That's like the cute stalker girl that watches you from outside and it's like, that's my boyfriend.
Yeah, I guess so. But yeah, Pixel was my mute, and they were like, we both went to the Rob's lobby like 4 years ago, and like everyone, because like Pixel made a lot of animations, like in terms of like Super Saiyan shit and stuff, like just power ups and Kamehameha waves and stuff. Basically, it should have just been like Curry Games mute. But anyway, they would go to Rob's lobby doing all that stuff, and then people would be like, "Yo, you want to be my mute?" And I remember like Jake and Bake specifically. That's how old this was. Like wanted like Pixel as a mute, and then he's like, "Who's your talker?" It's like Rebel. Like, who the fuck is that? I'm just like, that's me. Lol xddd. So like, yeah, it was a long time. And then they started talking, and then that was the end of that. But it was never like a thing. I never done mute cams or anything. It was just basically, it was when I first started doing talk shows, Pixel would come around and like help be the camera person, essentially. Like, that was basically it, and help with stuff like that, and then show up when like, I would do a stream and they'd be in the background, because they can like, they're really flexible, so they can do like the Matrix thing, you know, where like they bend their legs all the way back, like my hand.
Ooh.
Yeah, you can do some crazy shit like that. I can't. I'll snap my back in half.
They go wide.
Yeah, so they can do stuff like that. So, yeah, so that's what they used to do. But it's been like 3 years. I never really actively like sought for a mute, because I don't know. It's mostly like a gator thing, because like a golden gator thing is what I mean. Like, I don't know. I don't see people like, if I went to a random club or something, I just don't see that, like that partnership thing. Like, people say, "Oh, that's my friend," but they don't say like, "That's my mute."
I think there are pockets on VR chat that like do this mute partnership thing instead of like relationships and friendships. That definitely like seen it prop up.
Okay, I've seen. I
With
retract my
people
statement.
not involved with
Two
with Rob.
times before even Rob. There's 2 times even before Rob did it. Once was Chips, way back in the day with like Land Fear and stuff. And then if you want to go even further back, Negs 21 or Joey Bagels, again with Land Fear, Oaf Meal, Matt Six,
Yeah,
all of them. Like he was little half as 90% of the people he was with were mutes. So I mean, shit, he could and he married some of them. So I mean,
Well,
he was the original mute.
some of them are muted. You know?
Yeah, now they did. I'm talking about back in the day. Like he was the original man.
Yeah.
He's the one that had all the mutes around him, dude. He retired, you know. So I guess you could say he was the OG mute connoisseur. I guess.
Yeah, I mean, even like I think it broke containment a few times as well. Like I remember, like people were not involved with VR chat be like, yeah, it's like this is a thing. There's a mute partnership for streamers and sometimes not streamers as well, you know. And they were talking about it on like a podcast or some shit.
Oh, you mean like what, like Jake and Bake?
I think it was. I think Ludwig and a few other people.
Oh,
were talking
Ludwig,
about
yeah.
it.
They did, but they never.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Soda Poppin', yeah, of Happy Thoughts.
Oh yeah. So
There was Moon and
Oh.
Kanoa, but that lasted 1 day. It's been 3 years. He still hasn't seen Kanoa.
Well, yeah.
Like Lakari, yeah. I mean, like, I don't think any of them, like, when they come to the lobby and then get a mute, it never lasts. Like, it lasts like a week maybe. I think Jake and Bake just he spawns in once a year for the mute shuffle and then goes like, hey, I want some mutes, and then just goes back to like, I'm an IRL streamer, I'm Dubai, bro. Like what?
Yeah, like how do you mute cam for an IRL streamer? You know what I mean?
I mean, he did do it with Rishai when they were a mute.
Well, yeah, man. Just like it's like a limited, you know, like
Yeah.
like like having like a mute partnership, just like to like do stuff with it. It's like it's not easy. Like even when you're like you're actually trying to do shit like in VR together, but like not even having that at all. Like, I think it's even more limited. Like, you know.
Hey, you know what? You need to get a chill out VR mute.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Could you imagine? Hey, bro, I'm the chill out VR mute hero, bro. The 5 players in the whole game, dude.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Pretty much.
I don't know. Maybe I should make a list. Maybe I should take that like mute tier list and then be like, which mute, if in a hypothetical situation, I would want to best fit my stream. Maybe I'll do that one day. I don't know. Content, right? If you're bored, you just make a mute tier list, right? You just make a tier list.
Yeah, it's like anything that's like related to like mutes and like lobby and stuff.
Well, I muted. I like
tier list, talk about it.
I interviewed half of them, so I have some say, but they don't want to. They want to partner with me. I'm not even part of the lobby, so it wouldn't make sense. But if someone,
I know.
and I
It's
also
like-
am late retiring here. But if I wasn't, I'd be like, hey, you could be the co-host. You can be like the person that stands over there and does some quirky shit. I don't know. You'd be like a job. You'd be the co-host. Yeah, you gotta be a mute partner and a co-host, man. That could have been a thing. Oh well.
Yeah, should have also been on that.
Darn. Well, see, here's the thing. It just doesn't make sense for me to show up randomly and be like, I want to mute, okay? Like, that just makes 0 sense. Like, because there's people that have done that, the mute shuffle, like, earlier this year or last year, and, like, they haven't been part of the lobby for 4 years, and they just get shit on for showing up. So, like, why would I want to be one of them? Why would I want to be that? Okay? Like, they show up, and then they get absolutely eviscerated, and I'm just like, yeah, I don't want to be that guy. Why the fuck would I do that?
It's like a rehazing ritual, you know? It's like
You have to be shit on for 6 months, and then you get finally accepted.
yeah, and then it's like it wears off. It's like a cooldown. And like then you have to like be part of the ritual again.
Or you just or it's like a package deal, like where like you bring in like a super 10 out of 10 mute with you, and then you just get removed, and then the mute becomes assimilated with someone else.
Yeah.
Oh
pretty much.
shit,
It's
too
like,
real.
Rob be like, mine now.
Oh well, you know.
Another meat for me, oh, thank you.
If I had a mute, it would be interesting. It would have to be someone that, I don't know. It had to be like, I don't know. If I want someone that's like a Jufa, where it's just like they're infinite content, or they're just like, you could just say anything to them and they'll just like riff off of you. I kind of like that type of vibe where it's just like constantly, you know, because like you can have a Coomer mute, but like, you know, what's more interesting, content? Like you can have a little Coomer moments, you know, go on the beach episode or some shit.
Yeah.
I need someone to riff off of.
I think chemistry is important. Just like Kumar by itself, maybe not so much. Because if it's like either like constantly Kumar, then it's like not really special. Or if it's like Kumar at the wrong times, then it's like, you know, like the chemistry is off. So it's like it doesn't come off. Right,
Win says Keo before they were
my...
talking. Bro, what the fuck? That's toxic, dude. What the fuck?
Before they started talking. Yeah.
When they were
dude,
muted.
I knew Keo like back in like 2019. We used to dance together.
Oh shit.
Honestly, honestly, I should have just went on their route, like followed them.
Oh shit.
Instead.
Yeah, where's
trying to do community stuff.
Where's the femboy mutes at, dog? What the fuck?
Nowhere.
Where's the male mutes?
This kind of thing.
Besides that one guy. The XQC guy.
But there's the little Slim.
Little Slim, yeah, that guy.
Like the perfect example why nobody wants to be a fucking male mute, because nobody wants to get like literally just 3 votes on every single contest ever happening. Rough, but you know, if they're comfortable with that, that's cool. But yeah, it's just not a thing.
Oh, okay.
Femboys in general, why it's not a thing, I think it's because it can be, but like it's like with femboys, it's less the quirk factor that you would get with like mutes, and it's more like the cutesy stubby wubby shit that like they're like, oh, I don't know,
They change into a girl avatar on their stream.
You kind of need.
They're not a male mute anymore, bro. Apparently, Little Slim's changes to a girl. Oh shit, dude. It's the pipeline, dude. It's the pipeline.
Lost another one, bro.
Yeah. True and real, man.
I'm gotta get that bag, you know. It's like,
you
can't get the bag, you know. And gotta achieve it somehow, you know.
Well, is any last minute things you wanna say before we end my stream? Go raid somebody.
Buy Sneeze coin. Lol. I don't know.
Oh. You go to twitch.tv/sneeze or just type exclamation point guest in my chat and it goes directly towards your Twitch channel. When do you do the next stream? Tomorrow or day after?
Tomorrow, but tomorrow I'm on kick. I'm doing ironically doing a female avatar special.
Whoa.
Over there. Yeah, a little
I'll
bit
be
of
watching.
a Dommy Mommy stream there.
Whoa.
So,
hey, yo. Yeah, with my binoculars.
Yeah, so that's gonna be poggers. No, but I don't do them like a whole lot, just like once in a while, you know.
Of course, you gotta
keeping
tease
that, like,
it.
just an extra feature.
Yeah. I gotcha. Well, I appreciate you for stopping by, Sneeze. Thank you for the interview, man. I really do appreciate it. Yeah.
Thank you too.
All right, everybody.
Glad to be here.
We'll go raid somebody. Thank you so much. You stick around for a sec, because I always gotta take a picture of every guest before I forget. Anyway, we're gonna go raid somebody. Just give me a moment here. Oh, speaking of cats, we can raid Catboy. What a name. What a name. Perfect. Fits.
Yeah.